everyone, how's it going? It's That Nerd Ryan here, and today we're reviewing Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So, this game was one that I was not looking forward to playing. I've heard how it's a long game, it's a boring game, there's so much this, so much that, everything in between. I have to say though, it was a lot better than expected. Wasn't a perfect game by far. Wasn't as good as Odyssey by far. Eivor, at least the Eivor that I played as, not an interesting character. But this game was still pretty fun. Now let's address the length of the game really quick. I actually beat this game in a week and a half, playing about 3 to 4 hours a day. My goal was to get 2 Shires done a day. Which means 2 arcs done a day. Also, disclaimer, I did not do the Asgard arc, I did not do the Jotunheim arc, I didn't do the final arc after you beat the final boss. I kind of got done with it after that point and didn't want to continue on. I had more things to move on for. You guys, excuse me, having the burps. But yeah, I will say though, this game was a lot more fun than I thought it was, or I thought it was going to be. So basically, just for a quick story, you play as Eivor, either a man or a woman. I did choose the woman version, just that being the canon version from what I saw. I figured I'd do that, which we'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, so I played as female Eivor, and you move from Norway to England and start trying to create alliances in England. You go through, you kind of can choose between 13 or 14 different places to go. I initially thought you only chose one, and then the rest of the story was, you know, kind of following that. I was completely wrong. I actually spent a day and a half just doing raids, waiting around for the next story mission to pop up, thinking I had to upgrade my city for that to happen. Unfortunately, no, you just talk to your brother's wife to continue on. Also, of course, because it's an Assassin's Creed game, your parents died when you were very young, and you were taken in by somebody else, and you kind of just have assassin powers in this. You don't really learn to be an assassin. I mean, you start to by the main character of Mirage, as well as his pupil you learn from, and you get your hidden blade from, but you automatically have eagle vision, which is called Odin's Sight in this. Automatically can climb like an expert, and technically automatically can leap of faith. However, they do have a whole mission that teaches you how to do a leap of faith, but you can technically do it beforehand. And I say that saying that I know I've done it myself. So if I get a comment saying, no, you can't do that, blah, 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 no, I did. But yeah, so anyways, you go through, you take over Shires, you get little, like, story in between it, where it's like you meet friends, like Ivar the Boneless, who was my favorite character. Your brother gets captured, you beat some Templars, or as they're called, the Order of the Ancients in this. You actually get to meet Cassandra, the protagonist from Odyssey. You go ahead and do a bunch of other stuff. Once you take over everything available, your brother, who returns missing an arm and missing a sanity, takes you back to Finland, takes you back to Norway, where you meet up with your adoptive father, and then you go to a certain area that ends up being like the original Asgard, I believe, or no, I'm sorry, the original Valhalla. And you get plugged into this machine and go through Valhalla until you realize something's wrong, and then you fight Odin and get out, and it turns out that the protagonist for the next Assassin's Creed game, Mirage, is the main villain of this. Not only that, I had to watch stuff for the Asgard art to find this out. He is Loki, the god of mischief. So you end up fighting Basim, and then you beat him, and depending on decisions you made, Sigurd's either proud of you or disappointed in you. I had it where he was disappointed because I was fooling around with his wife, and then I punched him, and then I punched Basim, and then I did this and that, and didn't spare anybody. So yeah, he was disappointed in me, but I told him he could come back with me. Then you get the modern stuff, which I don't even care for, so we're going to skip that, except Basim's back. That's all you need to know. And you're welcome back with open arms into Ravensthorpe, which is your village. So yeah, there's little story to a long game, let's just say, because there's there's little development in arcs. I mean, you get to meet characters and stuff and kind of learn about the area and everything like that. But there's little development with each arc, which usually if it was small arcs in a smaller story, that wouldn't matter because it would be smaller arcs for a smaller story. However, there is so many arcs and the story is very long that it is kind of just hard to, you know, like feel like it's not padded. For gameplay, the raiding is fun. I do kind of miss boat combat. There's really no boat combat in this. But the raiding's fun. Fighting stuff and gameplay for that is very redone and everything as from the last game. And then the like clothing and stuff like that is very dumbed down. So all in all, this game I kind of want to give a 7 out of 10. Just the fact that it's so long and not needed to be so long, it kind of hurts the game. And then the dumbed downness of getting your clothing and weapons it doesn't really make a difference. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, ring that bell, and follow me on all my social media down below. It's that nerd.